Welcome back to Pit Pass. Now, earlier in the show, we showed you highlights from the steel block late models in action at Hesston Speedway on Saturday night.
I'm so glad we were able to get to the races. I look forward to them every weekend.
Now let's go back to Hesston for more highlights from the evening. In the 25-lap cadet feature, Dave Brown in the 110 would lead the early laps after starting on the pole. In the early laps, it was the 22 of Boyd Brody, 59 Mike Desch, number 7 Jim Palm Jr., and Bill Henney in the 50, all in a tight group battling for second place. Palm dropped out of the event on lap 9. 2 laps after the restart, Desch would assert himself at the head of the field going through 1 and 2, while Henney challenged Brown. On a later restart, Brown would retake the lead after getting a great jump at the drop of the green and clearing Desch off of 2, with Brody and Henney racing for 3rd place. With less than 3 to go, it came down to Henney taking the lead from Desch while Brown had already fallen back. Henney would hold off Desch for the victory.
Congratulations on your win. You started from behind and won the race.
Yeah, things worked out well. I was real careful and looked ahead, and it was extra laps, and everything panned out for us.
Now, you ran to the front, and then you kind of held back a little bit. Were you trying to make a dramatic ending?
Not really. I just was, they told me on the earpiece that there were 16 laps to go, and I got to 3rd, and then them 2 guys in front of me were running side by side, and I kind of thought they were never going to change, and then finally one got in front of the other, and then I started making my moves and just tried to bide my time because I knew there was a lot of laps left.
You pretty much dominate this division here.
Yeah, I've got 20 years under my belt and about 83 wins or so, and experience and seat time does a lot.
And where else are you racing?
Right now, this year, we're pretty much hitting Hill Valley and Hesston whenever they run.
Are you having the same success at Hill Valley?
Not too bad. We're up front for the most part, but I've only won 1 there out of 4.
Following Henney across the line were Desch, Brown, Jesse Snyder, and Brody. Rick Potter led all 20 laps in the hobby modified feature to take the top prize over Carl Snare. Eric Boozle charged from 4th to 1st on the first lap and held on for the win in the Roadrunner feature. Andy Hockenberry also led every lap in the Penmar Vintage Car Race. Well, Jan, the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars will be paying a visit to Pennsylvania this week. On Wednesday, they are at Lincoln Speedway, and at Williams Grove on Friday and Saturday night.
Well, the fans make a big deal about the feud between the PA Posse and the World of Outlaws. Let's find out if the drivers also feel the same way.
Oh, we get really pumped up for them guys. You know, they're the best in the business, and you know, we don't want them to win a single race in here. And we've been fortunate enough to been pretty successful against them guys. And I know they get pumped up. These races in here mean a lot to them, and I know it's a friendly, very competitive rivalry that we have against each other.
Also, Susquehanna Speedway Park will host the Steel Block Bandits next Saturday.
Yes, and I hope next weekend the clouds are gone and the sky is clear so we can all enjoy a great weekend of racing.
Until then, remember, if you want to contribute to the growth of our sport,
quite simply support those who support racing.
Pit Pass has been brought to you by Aaron's of State College on the Benner Pike and by Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle. This has been a production of WHVL Sports.